Hello everybody, this is Tina with Tia's Treasures, and tonight I have for you Sizzix 25th birthday special limited edition dies from Tim Holtz and Seth Apter, and we are going to be making a quick card. It's not real quick if you're putting it together from scratch, but I have most of the pieces already put together. Now, for both of these dies, Tim recommended making yourself a little, I don't know if he called it a template or what he called it, but something that you could look at and make sure you got these small pieces put in the right spot. So that is what I did. I just cut them out and used two different tone-on-tone cardstocks so I could see exactly where the different pieces go. Now, if you look at, let me pull this out, this die here, you've got like the pieces that are long and skinny, and then these that just coordinate, like say with this one here, goes this way. And the best bet for using this kind of thing is once you cut it out is to just make sure you have these pieces in order. Try to keep them in if you can. If not, just have them in some sort of order. It's the easiest way to put them down on the card. Now this one here has a tiny little piece at the end, which really isn't that bad at all to use. But yeah, the other pieces, and they tell you what is what, because this is like that's one, and so you look for number one and you just match them up. They've got a little bitty number. I don't know if you can see that. I've got it upside down, but it says 1 and Sizzix, and so the little 1 is right there, and there's a little 1 right there, and that's how you match up the dies. And it is a really easy thing to do. Now for Seth's here, I also went ahead and I made myself a little bitty template of this one, because that's what I'm going to be using. And I went ahead and I inlaid all these little pieces. They pop out, and it's a bit of a puzzle, but it's not too bad. I kind of found it relaxing to put all these pieces in. Now, I am not going to be doing that for our card. For our card, I have a piece of vellum, which I cut out. There are two pieces to this die. Let me pull these out and show you. Each die has two pieces for a total of 6 dies. There is the shadow piece and the word, and it cuts out multiple little pieces. So this would be this die, and it cuts out this piece here. This would cut out, and that also comes with, it also cuts out another little piece that you could use as well. So this die cuts out 2 little pieces, and this die cuts out everything else that I showed you a second ago. Where did, oh, I'm like, we're looking for it. It's on the back of here. So this piece cuts out this. It would cut out this, the entire purple piece, and then these little pieces are the inserts that are inside these letters and the circles, if you want to keep them and try to inlay them. So for the purple and the yellow, I ran this through twice, and for the green background here, I just ran it through once, and I got both of these pieces. So this is on vellum, and I ran it through with another piece on the back. I just glued it to the back there, kind of straightened it out, and that's what I'll be gluing to my card. So we've got all those. I didn't make pieces for these yet. As I use them, I will. I'll go ahead and give them the same treatment and just store it in the pack of dies. But for now, I just did the one. And could have, I guess, glued this to the outside, but this piece of this, so I knew it was there. But this one's kind of self-explanatory. If I were going to use this piece, I would cut this green piece out twice, so I would have two different colors. Like maybe I'd do the purple again, would probably make the most sense. And then I could have that on the outside looking, oh, pretty neat. So, as you can see here, you don't have to go through all that. Anyhow, let's get this put to the side. Now, what I have here are a bunch of streamers I made with some mirrored cardstock. I tried my best to use flat cardstock, the matte rather, when I had it, but I didn't have it for all these different colors. Frankly, I was amazed I had as many colors of mirrored cardstock as I do. It just tells you that I have way too much stuff in my stash. And I did one more. Where'd it go? I don't know. I'm only going to use these 5, but I also did kind of a rosy gold one that, oh, here it is. I also did this one here, but I just think that's too many on the small background to use. So, yeah, you could see a few of these, like the red and the blue. I didn't have matte. I had two pieces. I had a red matte in one color, but not the other color, like the other shade, I should say. This I had 2 mattes. This I had 2 mattes, 2 mattes, and 2 mattes. These are a matte and a shiny, a matte and a shiny, which I think looks really good too. So there you have it. For a background, what I am doing is I went through my stash and I found something that I did while I was compartmental making, as Tim would say. I sat down one day, obviously, and I made a bunch of backgrounds with different colors, just ink blending. I, used this one, was like some green and yellows and blue, and it's really pretty, and I thought about using this one, but I think the green got a little lost back there. This one looks like a tumbled glass, maybe, or is that broken china? And vintage photo, I would say. This is some pinks. These are all with oxide, because I believe when I did those, that's all I had at the time. So that looks like it could be picked raspberry, maybe some kitsch flamingo, maybe some walnut stain. But the background I'm using is this one. And to tell you the truth, I'm not sure what colors I've got here. Looks like I might have some mustard, is that mustard stain? What's the color? My mind just went mustard seed. And I am not sure what blue I used. It also looks like maybe some rusty hinge or it's one of the other colors. And yeah, when you do this, sometimes you forget, and I'm sorry, but I just thought this was real pretty, and this is what I want to use. I am going to go ahead and I'm going to grunge it up just a little bit by putting a little bit of vintage photo around the edge. Don't need to do this, but any sort of background you have will work with this. I thought about using just a solid color cardstock, like maybe a blue or something, but I really like this kind of more busy one, to tell you the truth. I just think it gives the card a little bit of extra. So let's put that to the side. I have got a side folding card base here. I think it's 110-pound Nina, and got a few ink spots there, so let's just glue that on here. I'm going to be gluing everything flat. Now, I did think again about popping this up, but we've got a lot going on with this card, and so this is going to be quick. Now, I did this ink smooshing on a piece of watercolor cardstock, and I used the little, what's that mat called that was in the corner? Oh God, I'm a lot of help, aren't I? I can't remember the name of it. Good. Oh well. I didn't use just the glass mat. I used the God, I'm a mess. If I would have thought about it, I would have got the name of it before I started. I keep wanting to say anti-static mat, but that is totally wrong. That is not what it is. So, and this is not perfect. I got a little bit of white showing, but I think it's going to be okay. I'm going to trim off the bottom there. So let's try to get it up a bit at the top. And this is where my pieces are going to get glued. I want to glue the two long ones in either direction. I'm turning this one the other way, so it looks like we have more shapes than we do. And I am going to glue it using some of this Positively Perfect craft glue. Let's get this. My fingers already have glue all over them. I don't know if you can tell, but they do. So get this glued down, and I want them to go off of the card just a little bit from the top. Get that there. Let's do the other one on the other side and get that all glued down. I thought about using all glitter cardstock for these little streamers. I mean, there's all sorts of things you can do. All one color, lots of colors, and glitter, regular cardstock. There is no wrong way how to make these. They are just a lot of fun regardless. And let's go from there and try to figure out exactly where we're going to place these. I got these two and my silver one. I don't know, do I want that more that way? And I think I want this pinky purple one more right there. But I want them, let's see, we don't want them too, well, I was going to say too crowded, but why not? What's wrong with that, right? That looks good. So let's get this one next. And we're going to have some on top of each other, which is fine. I'm getting it. See, this is how I get glue on my fingers. And get that way. There we go. And reverse tweezers would probably be my friend and keep me from getting all this stuff all over me, but it wouldn't I don't know, be as tactile. I was looking for a word. I just have no words tonight. My words have fled me. It's been one of those days. Good news is my Simon Says craft kit came in today, so I will be getting a video for that out shortly as well. And don't be afraid to have these overlap a little bit here and there. The only thing you might want to watch is I'm getting this glue on top of these, and because they are metallic, it might like show. So you might want to get a little Q-tip and try to clean these off, or anything you might have. Let's see. I'll get a little corner of this, corner of my microfiber towel, because I want to get this glue off there. I want to get it off before it dries so it doesn't impede my shininess. How's that for an excuse? I get that out of of the way. And we will go in from the other side now with the rest of this. I mean, I guess I could use even less glue on these as long as it's gluing to the card base and not its neighbor. The glue will stick a lot better. When you get it on the, like the foil on foil, it's got even more wiggle room because it takes a little bit longer to dry. Not much, mind you, just a tad bit longer. And you're going up this way and down. And I will be cutting across this edge here. And now this one, I didn't mean to put two of the same next to each other, but it's a good thing one's going upside down. That way you won't even know they're the same. The only thing that you might see is they're both skinny and shorter. So, I am so happy you are here watching this with me. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, please, and let me know how you're doing. Let me know how your July is going. It is going way, way, way too quick, but summer always does. I mean, winter goes pretty quick too anymore, but summer, you know, it seems like you blink and it's gone. It's kind of sad in a way. Okay, and now we are going to put our Celebrate down. You know, and I don't think this little dude is going to need any sort of embellishments, like no little jewels. I guess we could. There's all sorts of stuff you could do. You could splatter, which, yeah, I don't want to do. I don't do a whole lot of splatter. And the funny thing is, I like the way it looks. I don't think it would look very good on this card. And I'm having a little bit of trouble keeping this glue where I want it. I don't want it to show through, which it might end up doing anyway, just because I'm clumsy like that. But I think anybody that gets this card is not going to complain because I'm clumsy. Because they're going to look at all these streamers and be so impressed. If you like these dies, I would buy them sooner rather than later because they are, as far as I know, limited edition. And I think once they're gone, they're gone. Usually, if something sells really good, it's restocked for a while. I mean, they don't make them forever. But in this case, I think they're making them even less long than they normally do. Okay, this vellum is just breaking this up a bit. I don't know if you can hear my husband out there. He's talking to the dogs, trying to see if they want to go outside. Anyhow, we've got almost this card done. Almost this card done. We almost have this card done. And talking backwards. Is that like Willy Wonka or is that like Yoda? I don't know. One of the two. Let me find my scissors. Where'd I put them now? There they are. And get this. And I absolutely love both these dies though. And I absolutely love this card. So anyway, like I was saying, if you like this card, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not a subscriber, I'd love to have you. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much. And this is my card, and I will be back very soon with another video. And that is all for today, everyone. Thank you so much, and bye-bye for now.